Mr. Aiden's 2016 C7 Z06 Corvette. From the build, y'all can see we just added our cam package to it. Kirk already had cold air and headers on it, American Racing headers. So we just added our stage 2 cam package to it, which is cam springs, obviously retainers. We get rid of the displacement on demand, so we got to pull the cylinder heads to change the lifters out. I'm sure y'all saw that in the video. Filming me, buddy?
Yep.
Alright.
We're hot.
We just finished Mr. Aiden's 2016 C7 Z06. It previously had, I think, just cold air and headers on it. We just did our cam package and we also did a lower balancer on it. Before it was making, it is a automatic car. It was making 560 and 618 torque just from doing our cam package. We gained 642 and 649 torque. The torque number is great. And we're not spinning the blower too hard. We're still around, it peaked 13 pounds of boost, but it's really like around 12 up top. So nothing too crazy. Perfect weekend toy. Hopefully the build video shows y'all everything we do to, it's a lot of work just to put a cam in one of these things. It's not like the old days where we can leave the heads on them to do it. We do the displacement on demand. We get rid of all that, so we change the lifters out and everything, which you'll see. But the weather looks kind of crappy, so we'll try to hurry up and do a street drive if we can. Let's hurry up. Alright guys, now for the fun part of these videos. We're out in Mr. Aiden's 2016 C7 Z06 Corvette. From the build, y'all can see we just added our cam package to it. Kirk already had cold air and headers on it, American Racing headers. So we just added our stage 2 cam package to it, which is cam springs, obviously retainers. We get rid of the displacement on demand, so we got to pull the cylinder heads to change the lifters out. I'm sure y'all saw that in the video. And I finished dynoing it, I think Thursday, but the weather was bad on Friday, so we couldn't test drive it. So we're out on our first test drive now, just to make sure everything is 100% like it should be before we give it back to them. I believe the cam want to say it made 550 or something. Cold air and headers on it. Don't quote me. I'm sure the Dyno numbers will be in here. But it picked up almost 100 rural horsepower from the cam package. You know, pretty good results without turning the boost up too much. This thing is very conservative. Again, it's just a weekend toy. He's not going to be racing the crap out of this thing or going to the drag strip for any roll events. We are still on the factory tire, so I won't be able to do anything crazy. I just want to again, test it, make sure there's no exhaust rattles, because you do have to pull the headers off, and we obviously pull the cylinder heads. And then just check air, fuel, and timing during like a third gear pull. And then, of course, the shift points. We also always tune the transmissions when we put torque converters in these. We always tune the transmissions when we put camshafts in these things. Back in the day, we'd have to put a torque converter in them because they were 1500 stall converters. You know, in the C6s with the 6L80 and stuff. Once the 8-speed auto came out, they put a 2500 stall converter from the factory, so it gave us a little forgiveness there where we could put camshafts in them without having to put a higher stall in them. So when you're at a stoplight, you know, we raise the RPM. Like right now, it's at about 900 RPM. You won't want to push the car through these stoplights. But the car has a nice little shake to it. It's not rocking too crazy, but I think it's just right. Hopefully Kurt likes it. Yeah, the cam is a good size camshaft, meaning the duration of the lift is, you know, it's not a small cam by any means. So yes, it does have, you know, that shake at idle, but also the street manners are very well on it. You know, I'm in 6th gear right now, going roughly 45, 47 miles an hour. No cam surge or bucking or anything like that. Again, these are all the factory wheels and tires, so I can't make full pulls in this thing or go from low speed, so I'm going to do just basic testing, make sure the shift points are good. That was 3rd gear. I couldn't even stay in it. Go a little bit farther and we'll U-turn and we'll try that again. At least want to be able to check to make sure shifting is good. It's hard to do it with tires like this. Try to explain to a lot of these customers when they first get their car back, don't just hop in it and go and floor it right away. You know, you gotta kind of get used to these things. Just the low end torque from these 1.7 liter blowers. Obviously, they spin the factory tires very easily. Another thing I always watch is intake air temps. So obviously when we remove the superchargers to put the cam and everything in, you gotta, they gotta drain the coolant out of the supercharger system. So always gotta make sure they bleed them correctly. It does take time, but if it's not bled properly, there's a little air pocket in it. The pump that circulates through the heat exchanger through the supercharger, it won't pump, right? You get the air pocket in it, and once that happens, manifold air temps and intake air temps go through the roof on these cars, which they already have a problem heat soaking as it is with the small blower on it. But something while I'm test driving and I make back-to-back pulls, I'm always watching to make sure that the pump is staying on. Make sure we don't have any air pockets in the system. Now we can sit and wait. I know Kirk wanted a car that he could hop in and drive and enjoy on the weekends, but as well not be super loud. He wanted to be loud, obviously himself, but for when his wife's in the car, be able to still put it in stealth mode, which, you know, I have to set where to put it in touring. The exhaust closes and it sounds back like a stock car again, which I think is a good selling point to the wife. Alright, let's try that again and see if I can try to stay in third gear. I'll just roll into it again. Hopefully I can stay in a little bit. Much better. Yeah, it felt good. Yeah, nothing too crazy. It's only a 650 horsepower, I think is where we finished that on the dyno. I'll save that log and pull over and look at it, but again, for your average weekend warrior car, this thing is, these cars are perfect. I would obviously rather have a tire on the back of it, either the Cup 2 or like the Toyo AAA. With that, at least you could just flat put it in third gear, if not even in second gear, with a car making the power this is. Second gear would be perfect if you could stab it. But all in all, it drives good, it shifted good. I'll check those logs, I know they're going to be fine. But that should just about do it. Another successful little package done. I know Kirk, I'm pretty sure he'll be happy with it. I know he's been back twice now for upgrade, so I have a feeling come to the end of the year he'll get used to this and want a little bit more and bring it back. And the next thing we'll do to it, I would recommend, is port the supercharger on it, put a 103 throttle body on it, and do our 5-inch airbox with the low side fuel system and get it well over 700 of the tires. So, for all you guys that are new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. If y'all watch our videos on the regular, I do appreciate it. Please leave comments below and give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down if y'all like this video. Hopefully, it was somewhat entertaining, and I will try to keep them coming weekly. I'm trying to get at least 2 videos out to y'all a week. I'll keep going and do my best. Until next time, later guys.